You won't beat me at home. Peace, my brothers. It's your boy Eli coming back at you with another video. Today's topic is about home court advantage. To my brothers out there that want to win, play at home. To all my brothers out there who want to win, play at home. If you are familiar with the NBA or NFL, answer this question. What is the purpose of the regular season? The purpose of the regular season is to create the seedings for the playoffs and to see who gets home court advantage. Every sports fan knows the huge advantage of playing at home. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this, just imagine this scenario. Would you rather play in an environment where people are constantly supporting you, or would you rather play in an environment where people are constantly supporting your opposition? It's just that simple. If you're going to battle, you want to be in the state of mind you are most comfortable with. You can call this framing or whatever you want, but what you want to do is stay in your zone and keep from going away. The other person is going to try to bring you over to their way of thinking, their arguments, their energy. You stick to your guns and play your game until they start playing with you. As the art of war mentions, you want to win the war with the least amount of resistance possible. If your goal is to win, you do it absolutely. Now, why is this such a big deal? In all situations you find yourself in, there's going to be a natural struggle for control. We live in a world full of manipulation and mind games, so it would only make sense that you should stay grounded and be aware of this before you end up in a situation you don't want to be in. The best way to do this is to, as I stated before, stay at home. Now, my brothers, I won't teach you how to chase and get what you want, because that's simply not me. Instead, I can teach you how to attract those things that you most deeply desire. Let me be clear. I will not teach you how to chase the things you want. Instead, I will teach you how to attract those things you most deeply desire. Now, my first piece of advice on this topic is to stay at home. You see, the person who switches to the other side is usually the loser. For example, if you enter the argument passive, but later become aggressive, you come off as defensive and you lose. If you enter the argument aggressive, but become passive, then you look as if you are second guessing yourself, so you lose. To demonstrate this for you guys, I pulled a couple of examples from the internet. I'm going to break down these clips based on the idea of staying at home. Enjoy. Now, this first example is of Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. I want you to tell me who's at home.
And Conor and Nate now join us. Conor, it got physical there at the end of your news conference. What happened?
Look at this. After the first question, you could already tell that Conor is comfortable and Nate isn't proud of what happened during the news conference. As after this question, you could already see Nate's looking down while Conor's looking straight at the camera. Now let's continue watching and see how Conor reacts to this question and how Nate recovers.
The man's afraid to look me dead in the eye. So he put a frame out in front of him and I quickly snatched it and broke his wrist.
You got a scared little chintzy shot on my hand because scared I'm gonna put you to sleep with your gi on.
His little
man up to the conference.
Because I'm a Don, and that's what Dons do.
Got put out.
As you can see, Conor's having fun. He's really into it. While Nate is struggling. He's stuttering. He's not focused. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's completely miserable right now, and it shows.
Out with that thing.
Your whole suit, my socks were worth more than your whole suit you had on, you little bum. You broke. I could buy and sell you 100 times over.
Nate, your thoughts on Conor taking a swing at you?
What is Nate doing right now? He's rocking back and forth like he's on a rocking chair. You could see he's clearly uncomfortable. All this extra movement, all this lack of eye contact. He's constantly looking off to the side. I want you to take note of that as the interview goes on.
He's scared.
Did you get hurt? Was your hand hurt or anything like that?
The medics are in with him now. His wrist will never be the same. Like his bum knee, like his bum right leg.
Pull a chintzy little one.
I'm gonna take that right leg home.
Tell us how you trained for this fight, Nate. Because you didn't get much of a...
Train to kill, always.
Now this dude Connor is really embarrassing Nate. About his hand, it's obvious that something isn't right about it. You could see the extra movement. After he's rubbing his legs, he's swaying back and forth again. If you want to re-see it, rewind it back like 10 seconds, you'll see it. And you would even notice that the interviewers are laughing at Nate because it sounds like he's trying to convince himself that he's ready to fight Connor.
And Connor, did you change your approach once it got named Nate for your fight?
The only approach I changed is I dug the grave a little bit wider, a little bit longer for Nate's skinny, fat, long body. That's the only difference I made.
Nate, Connor says this has been the easiest training week of his career. Do you think he's overlooking you?
Look at the lineups. He has fought little nobodies. Look at my last 20 fights. Better step it up for this one.
Nate, where are you looking? As you could see, after they asked how Connor is preparing for the fight, he answers very confidently. He looks dead in the camera. He even adds wordplay. He's that confident. But when Nate tries to react, he keeps looking off to the left, says something, looks off to the left. He's clearly uncomfortable. He really isn't in his zone right now. While Connor, he's 100% comfortable. He looks like he's, in fact, enjoying himself.
Connor, your response to that?
His last fight was a decision. I bounce heads off the canvas every time.
Against a normal-sized human being.
Yo, Nate, you really gotta fix your eyes, my man. I don't know what you're doing.
Connor, you said at the press conference last week that you actually liked Nick and Nate. Has your opinion changed about that now after this week?
No, there's no emotions in it. I have no problem with him. I'm gonna slap the head off him. It's business as usual. I'll bury him, and you know, I'll let his gazelle team.
You gotta recognize because he knows what's real. He knows this is the real.
See, you know it's the real. It's the real. You know it's the real. You know it's the real, and you'll know Saturday night.
Yeah, right.
Now, that was the moment of truth. When Connor was asked if he dislikes Nate, he tells the truth. He says no, he doesn't. It's all about the business. He's just trying to get under Nate's skin and beat his ass, I guess, you know. While Nate, he's bringing a lot of emotion into this. He's making it really personal, and he's basically at the moment losing the mental game. He's visibly frustrated while Connor is visibly controlling the conversation. Now, I think it's pretty clear who is at home in this battle, and I think it's also pretty clear who won this battle. Alright, for my second video, I had prepared for you a very popular debate / conversation between Cathy Newman and Jordan Peterson. But however, due to YouTube's copyright issues, it got banned from sight worldwide. Even though I don't plan on monetizing any of this, and I am doing these videos for educational purposes. Somehow the CBS, I believe, or one of those companies banned people from using this video worldwide, so I'll just give you a basic summary of the video or the gist of the conversation right now. If you guys want to watch the video with my context, just click the link below. I'll have it down in the comment section. Alright, so in this debate, you'll notice that Cathy Newman is trying to break Jordan Peterson and bring him over to her side of thinking, that flustered, frustrated way. But Jordan Peterson is simply calm, and he makes sure that his message is getting across as clearly as possible, even though Cathy Newman is constantly trying to put words in his mouth and change his argument, basically. And I just want you guys to notice that when you watch this video, Jordan Peterson doesn't stray away from his zone or his home, in other words. And the purpose of me doing a second example is because I believe that Conor McGregor and the Nate Diaz video with Conor McGregor being the person staying at home, I don't believe that's the same energy that all of the people watching my video are going to have or are going to bring. I don't believe you just need to be that really alpha, grunt alpha that Conor McGregor was portraying himself as. There's other ways to be dominant. There's other ways to simply be at home. It depends what your home is like. The most important thing about being home is, of course, being comfortable and being in your zone. And of course that again, you don't want to ever stray outside of that zone, and you want to communicate that you're in your ish, or you're at peace with yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, sorry I couldn't get you guys the breakdown, but apply this context to the video. Again, the link is down below. Alright, that's enough of that. Now that you guys understand the importance of staying at home and have clear real life examples broken down to you, it is time to start applying these concepts to your life. Remember that I cannot act for you. I can only give you the knowledge that I found to be true. Let me repeat that. I cannot act for you. I can only give you the knowledge that I found to be true. This is your boy Eli. Please spread the love and keep learning, my brothers. I'm out. Peace.